All right, guys. Welcome back to No Filter MMA, guys. As you can see, it is your boy BJ, and I'm back with the one and the only Taylor Loader. He is in the building, guys. His much anticipated return. I know we've been waiting on my boy to get up in here. We miss him. We miss him doing these pre-fights, but all that don't matter because my boy is back. What's up,
Back.
Taylor?
We're back, baby. We're back.
We're back. We're back. All right, man. So we here. Y'all know why we here. We here to talk about UFC 326. But before we talk about UFC 326, while I got Taylor Loader on the line, I have got to ask this man because listen, Taylor talks MMA, but he's also well versed in women's MMA. Taylor, what are you thinking about this Rousey
Oh,
Corano
dude.
thing? I got to
Yeah,
ask you
I don't
about
I
that.
don't care about it at all.
Oh, I
It
knew that
means
was going to be your
it
response.
means nothing to me. Like I don't give a shit about
Nothing?
either one of them winning. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything. 10 years ago it would have been awesome. But now, like what are they fighting for?
You're right, though. Like maybe when me and you first linked up on YouTube making
It would have
videos
been cool. Yeah,
back in
that
the
would have
day,
been
it would
tight.
have been cool. Yeah.
But like what is it for? What is it that to prove to themselves they can do it? Because that's all it is to me. Them just being like, we can still fight. Like, yeah, each other, but you'd get mauled if you fought in the UFC. Both of them. They fought anyone top 10 in the UFC, they'd get their asses whooped.
Well, Ronda was talking all that stuff about the UFC. She named it. She put the blame on the fact that the UFC couldn't get the terms and conditions right. Is that really why Ronda Rousey is chose not to fight in the UFC? Because honestly, Taylor, we know about the track record. We know about the John Jones offers and stuff that he's got. If you're one of their cash crops, they will throw the
The thing,
fucking bank at you.
Ronda Rousey, same with Conor McGregor. Ronda Rousey, Conor McGregor were only big because of pay per view. Without pay per view, they want way too much money for shit they don't do. That's what it is. She wanted pay per view money, and Dana White said, "Well, no, we're not doing that shit anymore." And you fighting Gina does nothing for the UFC. Neither one of you guys are ranked. It's a one off. It's not. You're not going to sign multi fight contracts. You're not coming back to fucking earn your way up to Kayla Harrison. So I see why the UFC was like, "Nah, we're good. Like, go make your money,
Oh,
dude.
really,
Go make
man?
your money."
Do you think that Ronda will ever go back to the UFC? If
No,
like if she goes out here and looks incredible.
no, because of how she looked against Amanda and how she said that she was so ready against Amanda. She was it, and Amanda walked through her in 47 seconds.
Yeah,
And I
47
believed it. I thought like,
seconds.
all right, she looked better than she did against Holly, and she didn't. I don't think she's
She
improved.
went up.
I think Gina improved because Gina hasn't done anything, but she's at the time. But she makes movies and shit, so she knows she didn't have to fight. But I think Gina's gonna win because I think Gina's a better
Really?
grappler.
I honestly think Gina's going to win too, man. I think
Yeah,
Gina. You see, a lot of people are talking about like, oh God, it's been so long since Gina Carano fought, and that is while that is true, but you got to realize Gina Carano had a long Muay Thai. She
yeah.
had a long Muay Thai thing before she even fought in the MMA. You know what I'm saying? So like her
Yeah,
Muay Thai
she
career,
didn't take damage either. She lost to Cyborg and never fought again.
right?
It
Yeah,
wasn't like she was
she.
taking repeated beatings like Ronda went from Holly, took a year off to fucking Amanda and looked worse.
Yeah, yeah. Like that's the thing. That's the thing about it, bro. Like what I'm saying. Like it's like you got to think about that. And then all this stuff. You start to hear little things here and there. People are saying that Ronda went through like extensive
Oh, she had to go
concussion
through multiple, yeah,
protocols,
like 4 or 5 different
and this
doctors to
is.
get someone to clear her.
But do you think that was had to do with something to do with the WWE and her time there? Because apparently that's the thing. A lot of fighters
Yeah,
from the WWE deal with concussions.
it was all lingering. I think it's lingering from the Amanda Nunes fight, and she never gave it time to properly heal. But she went from that straight to like a year later, she was in the WWE. And the WWE was trying to
Yeah,
cash in on her name, so they were trying to put her in as much things as they could, as fast as they could, before her name wore out. So I think she just took the time off to like address them, and I think they finally are coming like getting better. But again, if you got to go to 4 or 5 different doctors to get cleared, that's crazy.
yeah, that's
That's
crazy.
wild.
And that and given that, I'm glad you brought that up, Taylor, because I'm gonna pick your brain about this. because you already said it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna revisit it. Okay, so Ronda having to jump through all these hoops, visiting all these doctors and doing all this stuff to get clear. What's the real reason why they fighting? Like, there's got to be some reason that she's doing all of this. It
Money.
can't just be for the fight.
It's money. That's the thing. Like Gina doesn't need the money. Ronda does. Gina has the money. She won her lawsuit against Disney. She's acting. She's working. She's been doing shit outside of fighting, and Ronda hasn't. Gina has established herself as more than a fighter. Ronda Rousey never has. Even when she was in WWE, she was Ronda Rousey, the UFC girl in the WWE.
You're right. Yeah.
And that's how everyone
Yeah.
felt about it. Everyone in the WWE also never felt like she was actually 100% in. And that's why there was always a separation there. It had to be the WWE and Ronda Rousey. Or it had to be Ronda
Yeah.
Rousey and the
Yeah.
WWE. It was never she's
Yeah.
one of them.
Right. You're right. Damn, Taylor, I never thought about it like that. You know, because I don't watch the WWE, so I don't know. Like, I don't watch the dynamics of it. I don't pay attention to anything related to WWE. Like, the only time the whole Ronda thing was a thing was when she first signed the WWE. It was like, oh,
And it
Ronda's
was
going to
cool,
WWE. I'm like, okay.
but then she's like, they wanted her like to do the WWE schedule. Like, girl, you're on the road 300 days a year. This is it. You want to be a WWE superstar? This is it. And she was just like, nah, I can't. Like, well, then you're out. You either want it or you don't. She doesn't want it. So this is for money.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause I don't know,
Yeah.
but Travis Brown ain't doing much lately either. So someone's gonna make money in that house.
That's what I was saying. Like, what has Travis Brown been doing? Like, you know what I'm saying?
He
Like,
would
what
take
has
the
this cat
PFL.
been doing?
The PFL will take him for sure.
The PFL will probably take Travis Brown, and they could capitalize on Ronda Rousey. He could capitalize on Ronda coming back. You know what I'm saying? Because he's Mr.
Oh, I
Rousey. You know what I'm
would.
saying? So,
Maybe because yeah, that's the only fight that's been announced. Maybe she finds a way to slip Travis Brown in there against somebody.
James says, and Ronda respects Gina more than any WMMA fighter.
Yes, she said that multiple times. Like Gina's her hero.
But I just think that she thinks that Gina's an easy win. And I
No,
think at this point, Ronda just
yeah.
wants to
Ronda
win.
Rousey's ego will always be first. She thinks she can beat everybody. Doesn't matter how many times she gets finished. Doesn't matter how many times she loses. How much time she takes off. In her head, if she's 100%, she thinks she can beat everybody, which is how she won the world championship. But unfortunately, it's just not true. And when you refuse to get better, when you try to use this, because that's what happened. The division caught up. The division caught up with her, and she couldn't respond. And instead of fucking getting better and putting the time in, she just quit and said, "No, I'm good." That's why I think Gina's gonna beat her. Ronda wanted it more, but I think Gina wants it more right now.
Dana definitely accidentally sent that text message.
Yeah, I see
To
why
Gina.
Dana was like, "No, I'm good." Like,
Yeah.
there's no reason for it. It's money.
Yeah.
And I bet she wanted a shit ton, and they're like, "We don't do pay-per-view anymore." So sorry.
Yeah. She said something about it. She was like, "Yeah, they're doing cheaper fights now. Like, they want the
Yeah.
cheaper way out. Yeah, they're not throwing the back at you anymore like that, I guess." But anyways, the monster that is 326, the monster. So we're gonna talk about this fight card. Of course, I got to get Taylor's opinion on this, guys, because his favorite belt is on the line. His absolute favorite belt is on the line. Only second to the interim championship belt.
Interim
That's
championship
Taylor's.
So cool. The BMF like makes more sense, but the interim championships are so dumb. Like especially now,
Yeah.
like during pay-per-view, the interim championship made sense because those fighters got pay-per-view points because it's a world title. Now on Paramount, why the fuck we have interim championships? Like that boy's still not making more money unless it's in his contract. But again, the whole thing of interim championships was that you got pay-per-view points. That's why it was like lucrative to have. You made more
Right.
money.
Yeah, you got paid like a champ.
On
You got
Paramount,
paid like
are
a
you still
champ.
getting paid as a champ? Because if not,
Yeah,
what
that's
the
the
fuck are we even
question.
doing?
Well, speaking of interim championships, Taylor, you brought something to my attention earlier today. What is the deal with? Well, he's not interim champ; he's actually champion. UFC heavyweight champion Tom
Yeah,
Aspinall.
Tom Aspinall now his agent is Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn will do his negotiating now for UFC deals.
That is fucking wild.
Yeah. So now it's because
that is
remember like a couple
wild.
weeks ago, Dana was talking about how he doesn't do matchmaking anymore. They call Hunter. I bet you he answers that fucking call with Eddie Hearn. Yeah, there's no way that there's no way he's gonna let Hunter Campbell negotiate the UFC heavyweight champion's contract with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn
Yeah.
will destroy
Yeah.
Hunter Campbell. Eddie Hearn will walk out there with some crazy fucking boxing deal if Dana doesn't step in.
That's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy. Dana is somewhere pissed right now.
That's what I'm saying.
He's pissed.
He was talking. He admitted he doesn't do matchmaking anymore. That's all Hunter.
He said that shit under oath in court, bro.
That's what I'm saying. And now I bet you he gets involved now. At least when it comes to Tom Aspinall, I bet you he gets involved now. It's like, whoa.
So do you think that? So what do you think this means from Tom Aspinall's perspective?
I think Tom Aspinall's about to get paid.
But what was he thinking? Why would he make that move? Like, what do you think was the reasoning behind?
They didn't give a fuck about his eye. The first question out of their mouths after he fucking out of that horrible eye injury was, "When can you fight again?"
When can you fight again? Yeah,
I need surgery. What the fuck are you talking about? When can I fight again? And yeah, that's why I think Tom was pissed. I was like, these motherfuckers don't care about me. They just want to sell tickets. So what? How do you make them mad without doing anything wrong? How do you make them mad? You fucking sign with Eddie Hearn's talent, with Eddie Hearn's agent. The reason that Tom Aspinall is going to get paid is because if they're like, hey, you can't, they'll just wait for his contract to expire. And Eddie will get him a boxing match. We'll make way more. Like it's Eddie Hearn. When everybody else does that, it's different because they have to find a boxing promoter to help them out. Tom Aspinall already has it, and Eddie Hearn.
That is crazy. So he ain't even got to go through those hoops. There's
no hoops, bro. He just says, "All right, you're not going to give us your deal. Whatever, fight it out, and let's go box." And they'll find somebody. That's the difference from Tom Aspinall. When Tom Aspinall is going to say that, everybody else is Tom Aspinall has the boxing promoter.
Why is the heavyweight
one of the top 3 boxing promoters behind his back now?
Yeah. Why is the heavyweight champion situation always so fucking complicated?
Why do you? There's no way Dana lets 2 of them walk. There's no.
Exactly.
There's no way he lets 2 of them walk to boxing.
Has any UFC heavyweight champion ever said anything fucking good about Dana?
No.
It's like Dana has the worst the UFC has the worst relationship with the UFC heavyweight champion.
Brock Lesnar's the only one.
The only one.
Because he let him do steroids. Because he was collecting those cash. But outside of that, Stipe, towards the end, refused to let Dana wrap the belt around him.
Stipe hated him toward the end there. Hated him.
They asked him why. He's like, because I don't respect him. I respect my manager. Or his camp leader. Yeah, no, everyone.
Yeah.
Kane should be delving out of jail.
Kane, yeah.
But Kane and Brock would be the only 2. Francis didn't like him. Stipe didn't like him. John likes him as a boss, but not as a person. But John has to like him as a boss. Yeah, now Tom Aspinall's like, fuck you, dude. You didn't give a shit about my eye. You just want to know when I could fight again. After I had to do knuckle deep in both my eyes.
Yes. What? See, that's the thing, man. Like, I think that the UFC heavyweight champion should be the highest.
And it's the easiest weight class to get a high profile fight in boxing is heavyweight. Because as shallow as MMA is in heavyweight, boxing is not. That's their marquee. And they love when a high level MMA guy can come over and get his ass whooped. Because it proves that boxing's still on top.
So what do you think about this?
That's another reason why the heavyweights can go to transition boxing and lighter weight classes can't. That's why the Conor thing was so impressive. It's because of how small he is. And in boxing, no one gives a fuck about those weight classes. There's so many people, they don't care about MMA guys. But heavyweight, you do, because it's the heavyweight champ against the heavyweight champ. Who's better?
So real quick, Taylor, Tay Brown in the comment section says, have you saw the new Zuffa belt? It's just like the UFC belt.
It looks just like the Interim Championship. Dog.
What is up with that?
I saw it yesterday.
Like, what is up with that? Bro, that looks just like a BMF belt.
Yeah, they just changed the letters on it. Yeah.
Oh my God, man, that is.
Diamonds.
And it even looks like they got where you can put rubies in it. Like it looks like it's got ruby spots.
Those are just diamonds.
Oh, those are just diamonds.
That's the belt. There's no more color. Like that's it. That's it. So on the side plates is where they're gonna put like the whatever the date and who you beat, and they might add something to the side plate, but the main plate, that's it, dog. That's it.
So are we entering into the Eddie Hearn, Dana White? They've been kind of having
Oh
like
yeah,
some.
because yeah,
That's been a long time
Dana's
though.
sound, but now Dana's in boxing. That's the difference. And Dana took his guy, and Eddie took that shit personal. When Eddie signed Conor Ben, or when Dana signed Conor Ben, Eddie Hearn was actually hurt. He was pissed. And even though it's only for one fight, it doesn't matter. The fact that he was able to come in and convince him to leave, which is another reason why he took Tom Aspinall. Like, you got my guy, let me get yours.
Mm.
And that's another reason Eddie Hearn is now with Tom Aspinall, is because he took Conor Ben after there
And
was so much loyalty.
Dana will dismiss the fuck out of that with somebody asking them because those reporters at
But
the
look, he's not
next
going to
press
say it, but
conference.
he's going to be in those negotiations now. There's no way he lets Hunter do it. Eddie Hearn will walk circles around Hunter Campbell in a negotiation.
You think so? You think
Oh,
so?
God. He promotes, because it's different in boxing. You have to convince the fighters because they're not under contract. You have to convince them to take the contract, then convince them, another promoter, that his fighter's going to box. And it's just, it's so hard negotiating boxing. That's why fights don't happen, is because there's so many people you have to go through. And Eddie Hearn has been doing this his whole life. There's no way Hunter Campbell, who's going to come in with 4 or 5 years experience in MMA negotiating and try to go toe-to-toe with Eddie Hearn. There's no way. Tom Aspinall walked out of there with more money than anyone else. And because Hunter can't do the things Dana can. Dana promised you something that's different. He's the UFC CEO. Hunter's the matchmaking guy. Like that's another level, is that Dana has different levels of power than Hunter. Hunter can promise you something, but Dana White can guarantee it to you. And so can Eddie Hearn.
Right.
And that's what makes it so interesting.
Man, this sport of combat sports really is like a dirty business in a way, you know what I'm saying? And now you've got Dana White inserting the UFC right into that legendary, you know what I'm saying, promoter thing that's going. That's always been a thing, between boxing promoters.
Though, I'm not gonna lie, it's just not bad.
Yeah, I know.
All of them. I can't wait for whether that guy wins the stupid world title. But the fights, he's right, have been cool. And they've made it very clear to the fighters that a loss does not diminish your value. So guys come out there and actually try to win more impressively. They push that every single card. They tell the young guys, dude, a loss doesn't. We're gonna do this like the MMA, where if you're exciting, you lost, dog, we'll bring you back. We'll pay you more because it's about entertainment and winning. But like, don't be afraid to lose. Don't be afraid to put on the line because because everyone wants to be 21-0 in boxing. So I do like that. They've made it very clear to anyone who signs with them, you can take an L. It's fine. Let's just try to make it exciting and do your best. And that's what I think has been really great about it, because that's exactly what Dana White said he was going to do. So I'm going to make it like MMA, where it's okay to lose. We want you to get better and develop. And then once you're there, then we'll start focusing on bigger names. But for right now, while you're here, just don't be afraid.
Yeah,
it's been so much better than actual boxing.
Really?
Yeah,
I haven't watched them yet. I haven't watched them yet. So I mean, you've actually watched them, so that's why I'm asking you these questions.
Like the last one was awesome. The undercard was pretty cool. The main card had a couple decisions, but the last two were fucking insane.
But see, what bothers me about this though is like, are these boxers are getting paid more than the UFC fighters? You know what I'm saying? And it's like Dana dipping his toes in that is going to make the UFC fighters feel some type of way because they've been fighting for more money for a long time.
The TKO guys already said they're gonna raise the wage because now Paramount has HBO, so they get even more money that they can throw at people. So I did say they're probably not gonna make boxing money, but they're gonna make not a lot. I'm gonna be honest, probably not a lot more. Probably not as much as they deserve, but they are gonna start getting paid more. I just don't know how much more. But again, it won't be like what Conor Ben's getting.
Yeah.
But also, like, boxing has more history.
It does. It has more history, and it has more of a unfortunately, I guess
they can stay on pay-per-view, and like MMA, everyone's streaming that shit no matter what. Like, half
of people are
streaming that shit anyways. Boxing, like, there's enough people that they will just pay the pay-per-view because it's boxing, and it's tradition. Like, I know people that'll watch a Canelo fight and not know who the fuck he's fighting. They'll just buy it purely because Canelo's on it.
Because it's Canelo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the UFC never got to that point where boxing still has, where they can still make that kind of money. And the UFC pay-per-views were not going good because people were just pirating that shit.
Damn. So you saying situations like that will always keep the UFC where it's at?
That's why the fighters never make as much as boxers. Because boxers have the ability for pay-per-view points. They'll sell out the arenas because it's boxing. It doesn't matter what championship. It could be the super lightweight, whatever the fuck they want it to be. But because it's a title fight boxing, that shit will sell. And people will buy it
Yeah,
just because it's boxing. And MMA never got
yeah,
there. And because MMA came up during the internet era where boxing was never that readily available, but MMA has been like that our entire time it's been on, is
yeah,
basically once the internet
yeah.
became a thing, you can stream it from anywhere you want, whenever you want. And the
Right.
pay-per-view just
Yeah.
never made sense because you can just not get it.
Mm. Damn, Taylor. Listen, guys, that's why I bring Taylor on, man, because he's gonna give you those great points, man. He's gonna let you know how it goes. Um, so again, I'm interested to see how that's gonna play out. Real quick before we start talking about this fight card, Taylor. How you feeling about the UFC and Dana and them dipping their toes and having opening up this jiu-jitsu league? What do you think about that?
Oh,
I
it's pretty
like
cool.
it. Yeah, that's pretty fun. That's pretty cool to have weight classes and divisions and stuff like that. I mean, like champions and stuff like
And
that. I
because
love it.
they defend a lot. They defend their belts by like once a month. I feel like Mikey Musecki's on the mat defending his title.
Yeah,
Same with the kid who's on lightweight, and he's doing like every 3 weeks. He's got a title match, which is cool in jiu-jitsu because you don't need that much time off. Like get in there and let's keep it going. So I think it's been actually pretty cool, and it's nice because
yeah,
there's
I
a place
like it.
for pure Brazilian jiu-jitsu guys to go now. Before, all you could go to was
Yeah,
one. We had to do like ADCC, which is only a year-round tournament. It's not every year. Now it's cool to have like a full-time event, a full-time thing to train for, to get into, to make the money that they're for in the sport they like. It's actually pretty cool, and
yeah,
the way the dome is, and yeah, I like it. It just sucks it's on Fight Pass because
yeah.
I don't have that.
Yeah, yeah, I like it too, man. And maybe when some of these fighters, or these MMA fighters, these specialists, that you see a lot of jiu-jitsu from, maybe when they retire combat sports, maybe that's something that they could go, retire MMA. That's somewhere they could go. People
Yeah,
could
Brian
go there.
Ortega next somewhere else, he might look into it.
Exactly. Yes, Brian Ortega would probably be a champion there. You know what I'm saying? And he can,
Mhm.
and fighters like him can make the sport grow. So make bring more eyes to it. People say, "Oh, Brian Ortega's over there now."
Yeah.
Yada yada yada. But anyways, UFC 326. I want to point out a couple of these fights and talk to you. We talked about other shit longer than I prepared for, but it is what it is. I want to talk about Raul Rojas Jr. versus Rob Font. What are you thinking about that fight?
Oh, bro, Rob Font's a dog.
Yeah, he
I
is.
I think Rosas Jr. is gonna try to take him down as fast as he can. If he stands with Rob Font, he's gonna take one or two and he's gonna shoot. I don't think he's gonna try to stand and go toe to toe with Rob Font. Rob Font got nothing to
Yeah,
lose.
right. That's
And
exactly what I was
Raul
gonna
Rosas
say.
is on the come up. He's got to impress. Rob Font is like I just watched the Rob Font when he fought Adrian Yanez. Same thing. He was 5-0 in the UFC, 5 bonuses, and Rob Font beat the shit out of him
Yeah,
in the first round. I think Rosas is gonna try to take him down. It's interesting because I don't know if he can, but if he can, I don't know if Rob Font can get up, and the kid might just strangle him. But if he tries to
that's
go
true
toe to toe
too.
with Rob Font, dog, I don't know if he can do it.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Like I was gonna say, on the feet, man. Rob Font. There's a clear difference between Raul Rojas Jr. and
Oh
and
yeah.
Rob Font on the feet. You know what I'm saying? Like the fight that Rojas did lose, we saw him get beat on the feet like that. You know what I'm saying? We saw him
Hmm.
not look so good on the feet. And Rob Font is somebody who could take full advantage of that. But I think this is like a sleeper fight. You know what I'm saying? But it's on Rob Font to win this fight, because if Raul Rojas Jr. beats him, then they're gonna say, "Oh, he should have beat him." But and I know it should be backwards, but if Rob Font gets that dub over Raul Rojas, that kind of like puts Rob Font back in that. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah,
Not in the title picture or anything.
no, but he's back
Go
up
ahead.
there. Like he's not a gatekeeper, and he's back in like top 7, 8. Where like now, if
Yeah.
he loses this, he's just a gatekeeper to the top 10, top 15.
Well, he's on a nice little streak, man. You know what I'm saying? He's on a, let's
Yeah,
see,
he had a
I
couple
see.
bad ones, and he's come back.
Yeah, he's come back. So it's like, mm, this is a tough one to call, man. Like this is one of the ones I'm just looking forward to seeing it, because
Yeah,
this really
yeah,
could be like a really
it's gonna
good
be fun.
fight. So it's gonna be a good one. Yeah, Michael Johnson versus Drew Dober. See, go ahead. I'm gonna let you go.
Right, this is gonna be a wild one.
Yes.
I don't think either one of these guys are gonna try to wrestle. I think they're gonna try to go toe to toe. But I will say, I think
Yeah.
Drew Dober, if anyone does shoot, it's gonna be Drew Dober. I don't think Michael Johnson will.
No. No.
Like Michael Johnson,
Uh,
when he's on, bro, he is so fast.
I was yes.
Oh my
With,
god.
hey, Bobby Green just won this past weekend. So I
Beat the shit out of that kid too.
mean, say it
Yeah,
again.
I want Michael Johnson.
I want Michael Johnson to win too, man, because I feel like Drew Dober, he's lost some steam over his last couple fights. You know what I'm saying? Like it sucks to see people start to lose,
Yeah.
but you know what I'm saying? Like I mean, Michael, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And maybe this is like a last chance for Drew Dober. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Close though, like tell you, it's this is the next one.
But he like I mean, he beat Prepperlick. He beat Kyle Prepperlick though. He beat him. He stopped him in round 3. I give him that. He did look good in that fight. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I got Michael Johnson. But let's start getting to the meat of this main card. You know what I'm saying? Because these are the two fights that I really want to talk about. I like Rainer DeRitter. I like
Yeah,
Rainier
I
DeRitter.
don't mind him. I don't mind him. He's one of the dudes from one. I'm glad he came over and had some
Yes.
success.
I think Rainer DeRitter, it's good to see somebody at middleweight that can show off that grappling, man, because Gerald Mearshart, I'm a fan of Gerald Mearshart,
Oh,
but
oh. Gerald Mearshart, I
but
wanted him to be good so bad because
I was
he was so good. Him and Paul Craig.
uh,
Him and Paul Craig are two of my
yes.
favorite grapplers that I wanted them to be so much better than they were. Like they were so good. And they just never
Yeah,
could do it. Oh, and it pissed me
never
off.
could do it, man. Yeah, I know, man. Being a fan of them, dude, because when they looked good, they
Oh,
looked like
bro.
fucking
Dude, the
champions.
top 10.
Yeah,
I'm talking about saying it. I've been saying top 10, baby. Then you watch him get
yes.
one hit KO by fucking Hamza. It's like, well, I mean,
I was like, what? Like, dude, that was the first time I looked at Jared Mearshart like, what the fuck was
dude, what
that?
bro? Oh,
Like,
dude.
God, that fight was so disappointing, man. I was like, man, this dude coming in like Mearshart about to take him down, you know what I'm saying, and show him what wrestling is, show him
Yeah.
what grappling is,
Got
man.
some
And
control.
one punch, bro. One punch.
Bad.
Out. So what do you think about him versus Kyle Bahalio?
I mean, both of them get tired. We know that. But because Kyle's last fight, he went the good 5, but it was a hard 5.
It was a hard 5. Yeah, that was a hard 5.
And I
That,
love the fight nerds. I really do. But I think Rainer's just going to take him down and just wear on him and then try to get a finish in the third.
but him losing to Nasruddin Imavov, though, when he lost to Nasruddin Imavov, because
Bro,
they all that was when they all fought on the same card when a bunch of them fought on that same.
it was like a mini
Dude,
tournament. Yeah.
bro, that was not a good night for them, bro.
No. The day Gene
That wasn't a
lost,
good night for them.
Kyle lost. Yeah.
And when he lost, dude, I said, man, that just it bought because the fight nerds were so popular, like on
Oh,
Instagram and
bro.
Twitter,
He's
like everybody
22 and
was
0.
talking about him.
22 and 0.
Yeah,
And
and that's what everybody was talking
Gene
about.
lost. Mauricio Rufy lost.
Yeah.
Fucking Kyle Uno or Kyle Bayo lost.
Yeah. So I mean, now we're gonna see if he's really as good as what
Carlos Prates
everybody.
lost. He's the only one who has
Carlos
like
Prates
bounced back
lost.
and
Yeah.
looks better. The other
Yeah.
ones are just Gene Silva looks the same. Mauricio Rufy looked the same. Although his last fight, his dad died, so I can't really judge him by that. I think there's a lot of
Yeah.
emotion there. But we'll see how he bounces back. But I think he thinks he's ready because of the jiu-jitsu. But I don't think he's ready for the wrestling that Rainer's about to bring. Because Rainer
See
will
a
just
big
stay on
man
top of
wrestle.
his position and just to tire you out.
Yeah.
He won't look for submission.
Yeah.
And I think Kyle's gonna
Yeah.
look for like switches and scrambles. I don't think they're gonna be there because Rainer just wants to lay on you and get you tired so you make a mistake.
But the problem I have with Rainer DeRitter in this fight is the speed. We know that DeRitter is got some. He's not just a grappler. Like his striking is good. Like he's got long limbs, so that kind of helps him out. Like, yeah, his knees and stuff are good when they land, but it's the speed. Like Kyle Bahalio is much faster than Rainer DeRitter. So I really hope that Rainer can get his takedown because if he get his Good. Say it again.
He's gonna have to shoot early, dog. Because
Yeah.
if he lets Kyle like land a couple jabs and get one hook in, he's gonna be a long night.
Yeah, because I don't see DeRitter. I don't see DeRitter really like trying to bang it out with Calvin too. Like
No, no.
I don't know, man.
He might
That's the
say he
only thing
does, but
that
there's no way he stands there with Kyle. There's no way.
yeah, man. That's the thing that worries me, dude. Is like Rainer DeRitter. He's not like a banger. Like I don't see him as like a banger, especially like okay, he went in there, he was banging with Bo Nickel. You know what I'm saying? That's Bo Nickel though. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? And somebody like Cal Bahia, man, with dynamite in his hands like
I
that,
think
man.
like
I just
yeah.
and
Oh,
Rainer got that small little head too.
Bo Nickel's not a striker
Yeah.
either.
No,
Bo
he's
Nickel's a
not.
wrestler. He's got
But
power, but
everybody
Kyle is a striker.
they hyped him up to be a strike.
Yeah,
They hyped Bo
he
Nickel
knocked
up to
out.
be
Yeah,
a
he
strike.
knocked out that one guy. I think he had power, but he doesn't have the technique.
Yeah,
Like Kyle
yeah,
has the technique, and he will
yes.
land the shots like quick that you don't see.
He is good. He I know there was a lot of hype, but he actually is good.
Yeah, we
You
just gotta,
know?
gotta see how he bounces back.
Yeah, yeah. Um, who's your official pick for that fight?
Oh, I think it's gonna be Rainer. I think he's just gonna try to wrestle him and just tire him
Yeah,
out. Gotta slow him down.
I'm gonna go Rainer too. I think Rainer can get the finish. In I don't know. This is only 3 rounds. He still could get the finish though.
I think he
If
grinds
he,
him down and it's a late third round finish.
yeah, I see something like that happening. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I'm excited about that. And now let's go to here what we really here to talk about. Taylor's favorite belt is on the line, guys. The BMF belt. Um, Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira. The rematch.
I'm so happy
Is
that
it?
it's not
Wait a minute, they
155.
fought
Yeah,
before, right?
fought at 45, and it
Yeah,
was ended because
yeah, 45.
Charles Oliveira had an esophagus injury, like right when it started to get good, like in a scramble. And that was when they were both like
Really?
that was where Max was kind of coming up, and Charles was like trying to prove it like that he could do it too. And just but now I'm so happy it's at 155. 145 was killing both of them. I'm so happy it's happening at 155. Like this is a BMF fight. Like this one makes sense. This
Yeah.
is awesome.
Out of a lot of them, this one makes
This one
probably
makes sense.
some. Other than the first one. Other than the first one.
Yeah. What sucks is that Eddie Alvarez
Yeah.
will never get a shot. When he fought
And
Justin
yeah,
Gaethje, he fucking called that shit for the most violent, which is basically what the BMF is. And it's a shame that Eddie Alvarez never gets to fight for this belt.
so is Eddie Alvarez the first BMF
Yeah, he was
winner?
the first one because when he fought Justin, everyone in the university agreed this is for the UFC's most violent, and Eddie Alvarez won
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah, he did. He did. He did. Damn, he did.
And I think it
God,
sucks that he never gets to fight for this belt.
that seems like a lifetime ago.
That's my guy. I love Eddie Alvarez.
Yeah, Eddie Alvarez, the underground king. Yeah, always be that dude.
Yeah, this one makes sense. I'm excited.
Max Max is on a nice little run, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Max is doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? But Charles, I know you like Charles. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
that's my
Charles
fucking
did
guy.
beat he did beat Mateusz Gamrot. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of been touch and go for
Oh,
Charles.
he whooped Gamrot's ass. That
He
shit was
he
bad.
whooped he whooped Gamrot. Yeah, he
Gamrot was
whooped
talking that
Gamrot.
shit, dog. He was talking too much. I teach him a lesson.
How are you thinking that this fight is going to play out? Because I know you like both of these guys.
Oh, bro, it's gonna be great for as long as it's gonna last. I don't think it goes all 5, but I know Max throws so many punches. Like he throws
And Charles gets
so
hit.
many, and Charles eats a lot.
Yeah.
And like Charles
That's
has to get hit a couple times, like before he wakes up and kind of like snaps into it. But I don't know if you can take a lot of those from Max Holloway because it doesn't hit you hard,
and
but when he hits you, he hits you in the right spots.
it's so crazy to say that about Max, who we're so used to seeing put 5 round clinics on people.
That's the
But
thing.
the
Five
way
round
he
clinics at 45. Look what he's done at 55.
yeah,
He
yeah,
lost that first fight to Dustin Poirier, but then came back and beat the absolute dog shit out of Justin Gaethje, and then beat Dustin
yeah.
Poirier again at 55. So Max at 55 has so much more power, but so does Charles.
Charles, I'm about to say Charles got that dynamite too, though.
Charles put Gaethje down in 2 rounds. Didn't take him 5.
Yeah, he did. He did. And then he fucking got beat up by Michael Chandler in round 1, and then just came out like he's like,
That's
no,
the
I'm
thing.
going to outstrike him. Yeah, he came out and just
Charles, he can take
and
him, and that thing. The thing with Max, he doesn't throw a lot of power. So even if he hits Charles, I think Charles will be able to take it and try to look for his own shot.
you
But
think Charles can
he
take?
can't do that for
Go
3
ahead.
straight rounds though. Like eventually, Max is gonna find the button, and that's what worries me about Charles. He's gonna be okay taking a couple of punches, but by the time he recognizes it's been too many, it's gonna be too late, and Max is gonna get him.
Oh, this is such
But
an interesting fight,
it's
dude.
hard because the only person to put Max down is Taporia.
Is Ilya? Yep, Ilya Topuria.
He's the only one to
And
put him down.
he put Max down, dude. Dustin Poirier couldn't even put him down.
Justin Poirier couldn't do it. Yeah, no. Jose Aldo, Alexander fought him 3 times and couldn't do it.
Yeah,
Poirier is the only one. And so I don't know if Charles has that kind of power to put him down.
Charles done put some people down, though, dude.
That's
like
the thing.
Charles done put
Gaethje
some people down.
Charles, Dustin, Beneil Dariush, he put them all down. But Max Holloway
And
just doesn't get put down unless you're Taporia.
I think it's going to be something like power and speed and volume versus power and precision. Because Charles is, I swear, I feel like Charles don't miss.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Charles even landed a good punch on Ilya, and it didn't even phase Ilya. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he landed a good.
Ilya's different. The boy, he just built different.
He different, dude. So what happens? Like, if Max holds on to the belt, you know what I'm saying? If Max holds on to the BMF belt, and does he rematch?
Justin has to be next. The interim title has to be something. Like if
okay, I forgot about Justin
and you don't give him the next title shot, what the fuck is the belt? What does it mean?
What does it mean?
Justin has to be next.
James Fred said, yeah. James said, will it play out on the feet the whole fight?
That's the thing. I think Charles will shoot. I think he'll get tagged and he'll try to shoot. I don't think Max is going to shoot for taking on Charles. I don't see that happening.
No. James said, I don't think it goes 5 if it stays on the feet the whole fight.
No,
man. I know. I do think Charles is one of those fighters, man. Like, James, we talk about the women, but Charles, in a certain way, is kind of like Yana Santos. You know what I'm saying? Yana's a big, physically imposing girl who hits good and punches with a lot of technique, but if you touch their chin, they go down. You know what I'm saying?
You don't realize how big Charles is until you stand across from him. Because people just remember him from 45. But people have no idea how big he is until you're actually standing.
Charles is big. Charles is big.
Like Max, Charles is thick. Charles is a big boy.
Yeah, he is. And Charles been in there with Poirier. He didn't look undersized against Poirier. He didn't look undersized against Gaethje. Right. Against any of those guys. You know what I'm saying? Those are some of the bigger guys, especially Poirier. Some of the bigger guys in the division.
Islam the same size.
Islam, yeah, exactly. Yes. I forgot about Islam. They looked, he didn't.
Size. And he didn't win that fight, but again, people underestimate how big he is.
James says Max looks more. For who?
I feel bad for welterweight. Like it's fucked.
Oh,
it's fucked.
Yeah, it is. Because who's gonna beat him? Like, who's gonna stop Islam?
No one.
That's the problem. Yeah, that's the thing, man. This dude is something else. James says Max looked more powerful than Justin, and I never saw that coming. Yeah.
So the Friday before UFC 300, me and this kid Chaz were in the break room at lunch, and we were talking about it, like, dog, and we talked ourselves into it, like, because we were before like Gaethje'd win, and by the end of the conversation, like, Max is gonna win, like Max is gonna pull this shit off. He's gonna find a way, and then oh my god, watching him just from the jump just be too much for Justin fucking Gaethje was such a shock.
That would be so crazy, dude. That would be so crazy. Oh, that's a
Yeah, no,
great
I'm
fight.
going with Charles. I'm going with Charles. I think Charles is going to
You
tag
gonna
him.
go with Charles?
I think Charles is going to wobble him. I don't think he puts him down, but wobble him enough to just like get a good takedown, get a scramble, lock in the rear naked, and call it a day.
Oh, my heart is telling me to pick Charles, man, because I like Charles.
I can't go
You
against
know,
that
I
guy.
like. I don't
Yeah.
want to go. I'm about to say I know you love Charles, but I like Max. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a Max
I
dude,
think
and you know I don't
it
like
can
a
go either
striker
way.
like that.
It's 50-50, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
Either
I
way.
mean,
There's no favorite
I
here.
mean these are, yeah, these are elite fighters. You know, this is the best that you know, this is the best of the best. These two are, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And I'm a Max guy. I like Max. You know, I'm a grappler heavy person. And I should be picking Charles to get it done, but it's hard to beat Max, man. You know, it's in the fact that it's so many reasons to pick Max. But the biggest reason, like one of the biggest reasons that I like to pick Max is how gangster Max was when Tony Ferguson fell out of that fight with Khabib. And Max was like, put me in that motherfucker.
And the commission wouldn't let him.
The commission stopped him, man. Max was like, man, fuck this weight. I can cut this weight. Like, let me fight Khabib. Like, that I was like, oh shit. We about to get Max versus Khabib. That would have been wild. Bro, that would have been wild. You think Max could have whooped Khabib though?
Oh, no. No.
No, no, no.
He would have taken him down. He would have done what he did to everybody else.
Yeah, yeah. James said I could see them doing Armand versus the winner while they wait for Ilya to whoop Justin.
See, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Armin looked
Yeah.
good too.
Armin looked good too. Armin Sarukian, yeah.
I
And
never
then he
wanted to
got into
believe it.
that. Say it again.
He got that cheap win against Charles, and I was like, nah, he's not that good. But no, it turns out Armin Sarukian pretty good. He's pretty good.
Didn't Armin beat Benil Dariush? Didn't he stop Benil Dariush's run?
No, that was someone. Yeah, I think someone did before Charles. I know Charles finished him, but I don't think he ruined the run. I think it was.
Let me
Yeah,
see. I think it was Armand. Yeah, because somebody stopped him bad.
Yeah,
like, let me
Charles,
see.
yeah.
Benil Dariush. Let me see. American mixed martial arts. That guy is far from American. Let's see here. Let me go to his record. Pulling up his. Oh no, it was Charles Oliveira.
Oh, so he did stop his
Charles.
run.
Yeah, Charles stopped his run. It was Charles.
Yeah, I remember Benil held out for that fight because he wanted a title fight, and they were like, "Nah, best we can do is Charles."
Yeah. That's what it was. Yeah, that's right. Yes.
They were like, "Right, if you beat Charles, you're in a title fight," and Benil didn't.
Yeah, he did not beat Charles, and then he lost to Arman Sarukian. That's what it was. Okay,
Armin,
so I gotta switch him.
Good. Like he's when he takes you down, it's to finish you. It's not to hold in point. It's to finish you. I like that.
Yeah. Ooh, and to do it like and to beat two grapplers, like you know what I'm saying, like to beat. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me see here. Let me see. Oh, see, this is the thing that bothers me about Armin Saruki. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me click on his thing real quick. This is the thing that argues me about Armin Saruki is he has a bad temper for one. You know what I'm saying? And this dude, yeah, he's got a bad temper for one, bro.
Himself.
That was crazy, wasn't it?
He can't help himself. They started a brawl at a wrestling event.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Not even the Diaz's have done that at a jiu-jitsu tournament. Get it together.
Yeah, bro. Like, he's too much of a wild hair for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me to really like.
And that's what
be
Danny
like.
said,
I like you. Like,
he do this dumb shit, but I can't trust you not to do dumb shit. You can't have a title fight.
Bro, they told him to fuck off when he pulled out that title fight. They told him to fuck off.
Came in and fucking headbutted Dan Hooker, and I was like, come on, dude. Then starts a fucking brawl at RAF. And then it was like, I don't know how to get the title fight. Like, what do you mean? You're gonna get arrested the night before the fucking title fight, bud. What are you talking about?
Right.
Yeah, he should have fought injured. He shouldn't Because Ilya's got to work his ass off for another title fight. He had it. He was right there.
Yeah, James said the guy I poked him and slapped him a couple times before Armand went off. Okay, I guess I didn't see that. I guess I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. But
Okay,
again, like, dog, it's a wrestling event.
it's a wrestling event, bro. Like, chill, bro. Like, it's not that serious, bro. Like, there's not a
Poke
belt
him
on the
back,
line
dude.
here.
Yeah,
Like,
poke him back. Oh, dude. Start throwing.
question question for you, Taylor. We're gonna hop out of here. Who do you think is for? I don't know what Emmy. Oh, main event for the White House. They said it's like 6 or 7 fights. He'll announce it post fight. I think it's either Bones, Alex, or Justin. Bones and Alex, or Justin and Ilya.
I think it's gonna be Justin and Ilya.
Why
I don't
not?
think because Alex Pereira doesn't have to vacate his title to fight John Jones. He has to vacate his title to fight for a title. I don't think he vacated his title to fight John Jones. It would actually be it would sell better if Alex Pereira was still the light heavyweight champion, even moving up, than him just fighting John Jones by himself. But again, it might be. But I think it's Justin and Ilya. Because all Ilya said is he was going to fight in the first 4 months. This is supposed to be in June. Then yeah, I think it's Ilya.
Is he a big enough? But is Ilya a big enough star to headline the White House, or is John
I don't
Jones a
think
big
they
enough
care
star?
about that. I think they just want to make good fights because they're not making money on this. They're spending money on this. It's not. It's supposed to just hang out for the fucking for the president and shit. But I don't know if they're gonna put like fucking the best they have in there. It'll be a good fight card, but to sacrifice something like that would be crazy. Like Johnson Pereira could make so much fucking money International Fight Week a month later. You're gonna waste that on an event you're not getting paid for it at the White House.
Yeah, when you
Like
think about it like that.
even without pay per view points, the attendance alone at International Fight Week, you could raise those prices if it's Alex and John. You're gonna waste that fight at a free event at the White House
With limited people, with limit,
That's what I'm
everybody can't just be there.
with
Yeah,
the fight
everybody
you're
can't just
losing.
be
With the
there.
fight you're losing money on, you're gonna waste that. I mean, this makes sense. They could, but it doesn't make sense to me. Justin Ilya does because regardless of how that fight go, what they put that fight, it'll still the same. People are still gonna watch unless it was in Spain. It's gonna make the same amount of money as most other pay per views. But John and Alex is something special that I don't think they would
Yeah.
do at a White House show.
Okay, so they. I mean, I get it. I get Arma. I mean, I get Ilya and Justin being there, but Justin's all America. This, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna
That's
have
what I'm
that big
saying. And that
American
it
flag.
is a big fight, and that still is like a really good fight. But they make the same amount on attendance and any title fight. Bones and Pereira, that is something that you just only get to see once.
Bro, those
That
tickets would be
mhm.
astronomical if at like International Fight Week,
Yeah,
bro.
and that's the thing. Like,
It's like
and
those
that that's
tickets
probably
would be.
a month later. You would just waste that
Yeah,
early, like when you can, when you capitalize on that shit. Yeah, it makes. I get John Jones wants to fight the White House. That's awesome, but also what Dana White says, bro. I can't count on you to be there because you do so much dumb shit. Like you've literally gotten pulled the day before the fight because you're a dumbass. I'm supposed to trust you to headline one of the most important events in UFC history, brother. Unless you come stay
yeah.
with me right now, you can't go in.
So how many people are we expecting to be at this White House card? Like, I mean, how is that gonna work, dude?
I I haven't even not even looked into it just because it's nonsense. It's dumb. It's a fucking waste. But whatever.
Yeah, like I don't get it, man. I'm like, this is at the White House. Like, how many people are y'all actually gonna? You're not just gonna let some Joe Schmo come to the
Yeah,
White House because you
the
bought a ticket?
whole fucking thing is stupid.
Yeah, that's no, it won't. No, James. James says, but Bones and Alex for no title. The names are big enough for a no title for Alex.
Unless they
But
decide to
no
give
title for
yeah.
Alex is kind of weird.
That's what I'm saying. Like it
Nah,
makes
I
more
don't think
sense
so.
for him to fight as a champion, or they do interim while Tom gets the surgery or whatever, because he won't be back till the middle of the year, till like September or whatever.
What if Taylor? I'm gonna say this. What if, and then we're gonna get off here. What if this big announcement that Dana has is Tom Aspinall has been stripped of the heavyweight belt?
See, then
The White House.
that's again. So if you do that, then it's definitely not Bones and Pereira for the White House. If you strip Tom, yeah, they're fighting for that International Fight Week. They are not doing that at the White House. But yeah, like
Okay.
James was saying, like yeah, that makes it big enough where
Because Alex and John would 1,000% have to be for a belt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They
Like
would have to. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it.
Pereira's not giving up his title for a chance to become #1 contender. He's fighting for a belt.
Right. And
I don't think
so, did he officially give up his title?
Yeah. So
He
Prohaska
did.
Prohaska and the fucking Australian cat, they're fighting for the title.
Jack Della Maddalena?
No.
No.
Yuri
Different weight
Prohaska
class.
and
Fuck.
Carlos Ulberg. That's his name.
Ulberg.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're fighting for the title. Yeah, Alex gave it up. Yeah, officially.
Wow.
I'm saying he's not giving that up for a #1 contender fight.
Well, it's the same. I mean, they playing the same games that Zhang Weili played when she gave up the belt to go up and fight Valentina. You know what I'm saying? We knew that's why. That's why Zhang Weili.
That's why Islam did it. We knew that. That's why Ilya did it.
Right.
They're doing it for the title. They're not doing it, for a #1 contender fight.
I mean, you're not gonna say one day, oh, Zhang Weili vacates her title. Then the next day you announce Mackenzie Dern versus Verna Jandiroba. I said that's for the belt. Like that's for Mackenzie Dern and Verna, that's for a vacant belt. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why they would be rematching those two right now, because one of them should have been fighting Zhang Weili.
And they could strip Tom, like when you come back healthy, we'll give you a title fight. But we got to keep the division moving.
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, Alex is if Alex really vacated that belt like you said, then he for sure is going up to fight for the heavyweight belt. And I get what you're saying, calling it for International Fight Week. That makes perfect sense, because why would they do that at the White House where they know that they could have a packed out arena and you can jack the prices up on Ilya versus Justin, but not as much as Alex versus John.
Not like
you know
Alex
what I'm saying?
versus John for the heavyweight title. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. I'm with it though. I'm with it. Just fuck this White House call. Like, I'm just ready for that shit to be over.
Oh, bro. Yeah, the sooner it gets over, the better. I hate how much we talk about it. I hate how interested everybody is. Like, just get it over with. I don't give a shit.
Right. Absolutely.
Thing I've ever seen.
All right, guys. Well, listen, me and Taylor gonna wrap this up and get on up off of here. Taylor, I appreciate you coming on, talking some UFC 236, man. And hey, until the next one, my friend.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. That's it. Peace out, Taylor. There you guys have it. My boy Taylor Loader hit me up. He said, "Hey, bro, I got to come do a preview for this one." I said, "Bro, you know how it goes. You know we'll make it shake, bro. We'll make it shake." But anyways, yeah, I'm about to get off here, guys. This is Thursday. Y'all probably won't hear from me. Probably Sunday. I might do a matinee on Sunday. We ain't got no women's fights, no UFC this weekend. I have to check the other thing, the other promotions and see what's going on. But no women's fights on this card, which I don't understand it, guys. Like, we've talked about this. We've been there. Let's see what's coming up for the ladies real quick. Get my tablet here. Let's see what's coming up for the ladies. Let's see. Oh. See, why does the UFC do stuff like this? Okay, so next week. Oh. Next week is Lemos versus Robertson. But why did the UFC have that fight card titled? Y'all see this? The fight card is titled, it's backwards for y'all right here. UFC Fight Night, Lemos versus Robertson. Why does that say Lemos versus Robertson? Is that the main event? because it's got Josh Emmett versus Kevin Vallejos. That is what the main event is. Okay, that's what the main event. I know y'all can't see this probably because my light. Let me see if I can do something about the light. Hold on. The light is in the way. Okay. That says Josh Emmett versus Kevin Vallejos co-main event. Co-main event, Amanda Lemos versus Jillian Robertson. So, but the title says Lemos versus Robertson. So, I mean, does the UFC know something that we don't know? Does the UFC know something we don't know yet? Let's keep going. Let's see what we can find. Let's look at the prelim. So that's the co-main event. Please tell me that's not the only women's fight on the card. Okay, we got Montserrat Rendon versus Bia Mesquita. We got Sam Hughes versus Pierre Rodriguez. Okay, yes. Oh, so we got three fights. Okay, so we got we got Pierre Rodriguez versus Sam Hughes, Bia Mesquita versus Montserrat Rendon, and then the co-main event or main event, Robertson versus Lemos. You got Robertson by stoppage. I don't know. You have to stay tuned to this coming week to watch my content on that fight. Because I do have some videos coming for that fight. Okay. All right, guys. Well, listen, I'm about to get up off here. I'm just looking through this tablet. Melissa Dixon versus Luana Carolina the week after that. Ravina Oliveira versus Chanel Dyer. Well, it is what it is, guys. All right. I'm getting out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Peace and love. Oh, and this is your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA. Drop those comments in the comment section. James, good night, bro. Hit that like, hit that dislike. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and your boy is out.